gonna send you the link now.
I'll do
Um,
it for the next time. Because she doesn't know. She's in Virginia.
yeah, that makes sense. I understand. But I'm gonna send it to you now. Hey
Okay.
everybody, we are live. This is Ken the Don and Miss Cynthia Allen. We're gonna talk with you guys tonight on how to boost your credit score and how to utilize OPM. If you don't know what OPM is, you guys, it's other people's money. So that
Yes.
is one of the greatest things in the world of credit is
Yes.
utilizing the banks, utilizing other people's money so that you can get ahead. So,
Yes.
how are you, Miss Cynthia? Welcome to the show.
I'm well. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited.
This
Yes.
is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. So tell the people a little bit about yourself. That way they understand and get a little bit of a feel of what more is to come tonight.
Okay. Well, my name is Cynthia Allen, and I'm a My Econ associate. But most of all, I'm working towards being debt free. Okay.
Yes.
And I want to share that with everybody. And I have no shame in my game. My credit score was 398 a
Mm.
year ago. And guess what? It is 620 now. That's
Yes.
I have been consistent, committed, and I have been communicating and not afraid when the bill collector called my house because I know the law now. Okay.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to share that with everybody. Take charge of your finances. Don't be scared. I'm sorry, Mr. Ken. I get so excited when I talk about credit.
No, no, this is what it's about. I'm loving it. It looks like we got somebody on live as well. So welcome. Thanks for joining in. But yes, that's what it's about. If you're not passionate about something, why are you doing it? So the
Right,
fact that
right.
you are so passionate about helping people with their credit and helping them get things in order, this is a great, great, great thing. So, what would you have to say, or what would you feel as be the first steps for someone in order to get their credit in order?
What I tell people, first of all, what is your why?
Mm,
Why are you working on your credit? Why do you think it's important?
mm,
Who told you it was important? And what I found out, a lot of people, they tell me, well, Cynthia, I couldn't get a job. I
mm.
couldn't get my first car. I couldn't get my fourth car. I can't get an apartment. And my car insurance that I did have, I couldn't keep it because it was so high. And
Yeah.
a lot of people become depressed about it, right? And they say, well, Cynthia, I can't get anything. And I said, there's a beginning and an end. And now we're going to start the beginning. So the first thing I need people to do is know you're entitled to a free credit report.
Mm,
Okay. And when they deny you, you can get another credit report. And
mm.
because COVID happened, we were allowed to get another credit report free. Take advantage of what the government is offering, okay,
Yeah.
so that you can move forward. And after you do that, then we'll sit down and look at it because those numbers is not who you are. That's what they say your credit worthiness is. But that doesn't define, nobody know you got laid off. Nobody know that your job was gone because of what happened with COVID or that you didn't learn. How many of us in school learned financial literacy?
Mm.
My financial literacy class was sitting at my mom and daddy's dining room table. This is not my sister was on here. She'll tell you, I was the one that had to go there with the composition book and the Bible and the bill.
Yeah.
And my mother would say, "Raddick, I don't know how we gonna pay these bills. We're gonna have to rob Peter to pay Paul." Me
Mm.
being the scared one, Ma, we can't be robbing people to pay bills. It's like it's something wrong with that girl. But
That's
I didn't know at an early age that we never had money. We were not taught
mm.
the systematic game of
Yeah.
how to stay out of debt. So
Yeah.
the first thing we got to do is pull all three credit reports, and it's free. And I have a site that it may take a little longer, up to 15 days, or a mail system, or you can get it for $1 and get it instant,
Yeah.
free. So it's things out there.
Yes, ma'am. That's the thing. There's things out there. People just have to open their minds, open up their hearts to receive, because you never know who, what, where, or how it's going to come to you. But you just got
Right,
to be ready to receive it. And one
right.
thing that you said that I really like is that your credit score doesn't define you. So let's start there, and let's not get so boggled down that we have that credit score, because that's how I was. We were just on the phone 2 days ago or yesterday, and I
Right.
told you the same thing. My credit score was in the 300s, and now
Hmm.
to get it to 600s, it's taken time, and it
Yes.
definitely did take me to get actually I got my credit score because I was trying to get a car. So they printed out the whole dang thing for me. It was like, look, buddy, this is where you got
Right,
where
right,
you got to start.
right,
And so
right.
that's kind of where I went from the lowest, which was like Xfinity and Comcast bills, and then I worked my way up to the
The
biggest one.
snowball method. Is that what you used?
Yes, ma'am.
Somebody been studying.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
That's the way to do it because we stress ourselves out like, oh my God, I got this $10,000 bill. But what about the $86 one? Or what about the $100 one? Or what about the $20 one that you
Right,
keep
right.
throwing off? You
And
don't want
guess
it,
what I
you know?
learned in this journey?
Yeah.
That statute of limitation in the state of Maryland, 3
Mm,
years, 3 years, 6 years, 3 years. It's depending what type of debt it was.
mm.
The companies already was written off that bad debt because they have insurance for their company.
Okay.
So what happened is that the debt management companies, me and you, we can buy one, and they
Yeah.
buy you say a penny on the dollar. But who
Wow.
knows that when you answer that phone or every time you go to Best Buy, you get turned down, right? You just don't want them to call you anymore. But once you know the law and what the statute of limitation is for your state, then that will determine what they can do. So what I like to do is teach people financial literacy. And when the most important thing is that I learned when you're in debt, it can be easy to pretend everything is fine. I have met people, and I had my sister told me close my mouth. I mean, I met people that was in high places.
Yeah.
Their house was about to be foreclosed.
Mm.
Okay, or they had a revoke. So when they sit in front of me, I don't judge them. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
That is that, right? And so we pretend a lot,
Yeah.
but it's real. It's real. So what I like to do is teach on financial literacy. I like to explain to the people, first thing, like you said, get the credit report and we talk about what's on there. Like you said, the snowball method. Some people believe we go from the highest debt down to the lowest.
Mm.
I also will be teaching people when you purchase your home. Everyone don't have to have a 30-year mortgage. You can have
Mm.
15 years.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's extra payment. But guess what? What you paid in that snowball will go over there to that mortgage and you have it paid off and you won't have a penalty.
Yeah.
So it's things that credit can open up doors for you.
Mm.
Okay. But a lot of people, they get, upset. But main thing, pay it on time. And I learned that you can pay that bill twice in 1 month.
Yeah.
And that
I
makes
know
the
we
score
talked
go
about
up
that.
again.
Break it down for them so they understand that a little bit
Oh,
more.
I get it. There you go, get me excited again. So say for instance, let's say a Visa bill, right? You owe $100, and you like, well, I'm gonna pay the minimum payment at 25 they asked me for. So, but what you really do is on that date, say the due date the 15th, on the first, you pay 50. That leave you another 50 before that due date on the 15th, and on the 14th, you're gonna pay the other 50 off. Because see, I don't pay interest to nobody. I pay interest to Cynthia.
Okay.
So I know I've been doing good. I'm not going to McDonald's as much as I used to, but I take that interest. It may be $2, maybe $3, because some of us have to start off with credit cards with an interest rate of 24 to
Mm.
22%.
Yeah.
But when we do good and we get better. So the credit card becomes high interest, we don't use them anymore. I mean, we
Mm.
got to keep a little something so we can start, you
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
hmm So yeah,
Well, what's some little things that's common for everybody before we get up out of here? What's some things that's common, or a common law for just credit in general? Because I know you mentioned certain things for like for your state, but what are some common things that everyone could, try to do or utilize when it comes to building their credit right now?
pay the bills on time.
Okay.
Automatic payments are awesome. Budgeting. Learn not to eat out as often. We all need a treat day, entertainment. Um, Stay within your limit. People now are getting side jobs,
Yeah.
and working on your emergency fund. You can go to the library. There are a lot of books on how to save for the emergency fund, but building your credit, The main thing is don't go over the limit and pay the bills on time. And I know it's hard because we're in the pandemic, we're still in it. But what you do is you write a letter to those creditors. You can reach out to me after with Ken, and I'll give you my information about my company. But I believe in communication, in that the main thing, once we pull those credit report, it's a new day. No more
Yeah.
pretending. No more pretending. And we're gonna stay in our budget. We got that.
Yeah, that's the crazy.
We
That's the
got
not the crazy, but that's the joyous part about it. Focusing so much on my credit. I have the Mint app. So for those of you who don't know, the Mint app is a really great way to budget. It shows you could add all your bank accounts, everything on there, and then you could put, plug and play with what you want to use and what you want to do. So,
Mhm.
it tells me, oh, congratulations, your score has went up tremendously. These are the cards that you've been approved for. And I'm like, what? Like, I always get these emails, so I'm not sure. But
And
I
you
ended
know
up
what
applying.
too? And sometimes you got to be careful when applying with things online,
Yeah,
because that can pull your score down. Too many
exactly. And you
inquiries,
too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
like
But I
inquiries.
actually approved. That was the surprising
Oh,
thing because,
good.
like you said,
Amen.
I always had secured cards,
Okay.
because my credit wasn't good. So when I got approved for an unsecured card, I was like, what? And then, like I
Yes,
told you about the
you're
cash
excited.
back and the rewards and all that, I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
You
so,
know,
like I said,
later
it's
on,
real. It's real.
and later on, we'll teach on how I met a couple that they pay all of their bills with their credit card, but they have the cash.
Mm-hmm.
So they even pay their mortgage. So
Wow.
what they did was they little at a time, the credit limit kept going up. So they take the mortgage money, they use the card and pay the mortgage payment, take the
Mm,
cash, and then do those two different payments, like I was saying, and it raised their score up even more.
wow.
So they have emergency funds needed because they have children, in college and out of state.
Yeah.
But now they're home
That's such
virtually.
a
But
smart way. That's such a cool way.
yeah, so the
Use your
main
cards and keep the cash.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, you go ahead and pay that bill off. But
Mm-hmm.
people like me, like Cynthia, I'm gonna raise my hand. I like automated payments because
Yeah.
I have a lot going on in my life, and I don't need to come in the house and the lights are off. Okay,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I didn't pay attention because I was doing other things, and we become busy in our lives, and that's why some of us have bad credit because we were focusing on everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So the main thing, get that credit report. Don't be afraid of it. It's a paper with some numbers. If we're gonna
Yeah.
fight everybody else on the street, why are we letting a credit report scare us?
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not after you met Cynthia tonight. Nah, we take it on. You
So
got
tell
it.
us the information, Miss Cynthia. How can they get in contact with you so that they can begin to get the credit
Well,
score
I
raised?
even got a new number. Y'all been so proud of me. I have my company, like I said, I'm associated with my econ, my economics. Okay. But I also have Grateful Credit Service. Okay. And how you can get in contact with me, my number is 641-715-3800. And the access code is 821-426 hashtag. Okay. And leave me a message or text me, and I'm getting all fancy and stuff.
Yes, I see
And,
you. All these codes and hashtags. I'm
let
like,
me
okay.
give let me give you my email. I have two email addresses.
Woo.
One is CA924301 at gmail.com, or ACindy 38 at yahoo.com. Now, I have a passion for not discriminating, but single moms with disabled children. I am a mother, a proud mother of a son that graduated from the Maryland School for the Blind, and he's medically fragile. And so it takes a lot of work. I still work for the state of Maryland. I'm in other activities in the community, but what I want to teach is that, again, credit doesn't define who you are.
Yeah.
Okay. And so to be able to get the vehicles that you need to get around for your family, and to be able to get in a home that's comfortable for you and your family, as well as just take a vacation.
Yeah.
You'll be able to be teaching later on about income shifting. Shifting your income will make things much easier for you. The W-4, correcting it if you are employed, how to get that extra money in your household, and how to start a business.
Yeah.
That money, those deductions, there are 400 some deduction, and they legal. They're
Yeah.
legal. I don't do nothing that's illegal. I'm scared. I can't do that.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
can do that
teach on
PTP.
that and the Mind Smart credit system. Do it yourself credit system. You can do it yourself. If you're, some people like they just don't have enough time. I cannot repair the credit, but I can be your virtual assistant and I will guide you through the process. But you will be so knowledgeable that you'll help your whole family.
Hmm.
Okay. So call me or call Mr. Ken, let him know you couldn't reach me where I was at. I may have been somewhere else doing another presentation, but I'm willing to help you. Okay. Um, just don't be afraid and
Yes.
understand what's your why. And you got it. You got it.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much, Miss Cynthia, for joining us, you guys. Like she said, go ahead. Her contact information is up on the screen right now. You can call her 641-715-3800. Access code is 821-426. Make sure you hit that hash pound. Okay, you guys. Listen, I am so elated and grateful. Thank you so much, Miss Cynthia, for coming on.
Thank
We are grateful.
you.
Thank you. All right, you guys, go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night. Listen, subscribe, smash that like button, and share this with a family and friend. If you know anyone that's looking to get their credit together, get their self back on track. Look, you don't have to start someday. You can start today. How about it?
All
All right,
right.
you guys, call us today. Thank you so much, Miss Cynthia. You guys have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
You have a good evening.
See you.
All right.